Welcome back to my channel Cloud DevOps Era. In today's video, we are going to discuss about RDS service provided by AWS Cloud. AWS RDS stands for Relational Database Service. It is a fully managed database service where AWS handles backups, patching, monitoring, high availability, security, and storage scaling. You just have to focus on the using database service, and AWS will take care of the maintenance part. So let's go to the RDS service and launch database instance for there. Search here RDS. Till now I don't have any DB instances as of now, so it is showing 0 by 20. In this Mumbai region we can create 20 DB instances, and here are few more details for the DB instances. Go down and click on create database. Here we can see different database engine options that is provided by AWS. Now if we click on the info part, we'll get detailed information about each engine option. Now coming to the Aurora MySQL compatible edition part, it is managed by AWS. It offers up to 5 times throughout the MySQL community edition. And this Aurora MySQL compatible engine provides 5 times better performance than the general MySQL. And this is same as MySQL, but it is providing PostgreSQL compatible edition. And it is providing up to 3 times throughput of PostgreSQL. So I'm going with MySQL open source database. Now go down. Now here we have to select the engine version. Here we can see templates. Based on our requirement, we can select one of these templates. So while we are working in the production scenario, to maintain high availability, we have to select the production option. It will create multi-AZ cluster deployment with 3 instances. As you can see here, this is the option, and it will maintain 99.95 uptime. And these are the different options that will be providing by selecting multi-AZ DB cluster deployment. And coming to the dev and test, it is used for development use outside of the production environment. It will maintain 2 instances. And for this practical session, I'm going with sandbox. It will maintain single availability zone with single instance. It don't have any data redundancy. So go down. Here we have to provide the DB instance name. Here I have provided demo-db as my DB instance name. And coming to the credential settings, I am leaving admin as my master username. It is showing credentials management to secure or DB instance password. We can use another service provided by AWS, which is Amazon Secret Manager. Service is used to store credentials like passwords, tokens, etc. So for now, I'm going with self-managed, and here we have to provide the password. Now go down. We have to select the instance configuration. Here we can see it is showing only 2 options, db.t3 micro, db.t4g micro. It will show the remaining options. As we are going with sandbox, we have these 2 options to select. So I'm going with T3 micro. So select this type. Coming to the storage part, I'm going with 20 GB. Here we can see it is showing connectivity type. Since we are going to connect through our EC2 instance, we have to select connect to an EC2 compute resource. For now, I don't have any EC2 instances, so click on create an EC2 instance, provide name, select AMI, I'm having existing key pair as well. I'm selecting the existing key pair. Now go down and leave the default settings as it is. Click on launch instance. Our instance was created successfully and it is up and running. Now go to database section and refresh here. Scroll down and this is the instance that we have created just now. Select this. It is using default VPC. Now we have to disable the public access as we are dealing with the database component. We have to restrict the public access, so we have to select no. Now go down and click on create DB instance. So here you can see it is creating database. It will take some time to create database. So once it is completed creating database, we'll start again. Here we can see our database was created successfully. Here if we scroll down, we'll get details related to database. So here we can see endpoint. This is the database endpoint. Using this URL, we can connect our database. Here we can see we have got 3306 as port. By default, MySQL uses 3306 port. So here we can see we have different restrictions. Monitor the matrix of our DB instance. And here we can check the logs and the events of the DB instance. So now let's go to the EC2 instance service and let's connect our database through the EC2 instance. Copy this public IP. I'm going to connect my EC2 instance using git bash. Paste the public IP. Click on enter. Provide yes. So we are in our EC2 instance. So let's update the existing packages. Now let's clear the screen. So to connect the database server through our EC2 instance, we have to install MySQL client in our EC2 instance. So let's install MySQL client. So now we'll use this command to install MySQL client. Click on enter, provide file. MySQL was installed successfully. So let's clear the screen. Now here we have to use this command to connect database server like MySQL and -h endpoint URL of our database. So let's copy that URL. Copy this endpoint URL. Go to git bash. Provide MySQL port -capital P 3306 -password. Click on enter. Now we have connected to MySQL database. Now here we can use SQL commands like these are the existing databases. So we can create database, we can create tables over here. So let's check that. Here we can see I have created sample database over here. We have got the sample database in the database list. So now let's create a table inside the database and insert records inside the table. Here we can see we are using sample database and I have created table of the students with two columns, student ID and student name. So now I am going to insert a record inside this table. So now I have entered the given one student name. So I have added one more student record and we got the details inside the table. So this is how we can create MySQL database server using RDS service provided by AWS. I have seen how we have connected RDS server using EC2 instance. So this is all about this demo. So make sure you are deleting all these resources that you have created or else you will get charged. Thanks for watching.